Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see your screen now.
All right. So so we're trying to construct the analysis question to answer with the Sumifs. So from our data sets, so we are looking at the summary of total profits per sales channel, where country is equals to, let's pick any of this country, let's say to value, or let's say Russia. Analyze total profits per sales channel and country equal to, let's say, Russia. So if you look at the question, you notice that this is two criteria. The first criteria is the sales channel, and the second criteria is Russia. So let me enhance the appearance of the question. Now, this is also a comparison analysis. That is, we have to list out the unique sales channel, because that is the principal criteria out of the two criteria that are involved. The first one that is mentioned is the sales channel, which means that we have to list them out. Can you hear me, sir? So sorry for the network. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, the network is very bad. I wasn't hearing you all this while.
Well, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, I'm so sorry about that.
Yes, yes,
I don't
I
know why
can.
the networks they are bad. All the routes are these days. I don't know. Okay, so if you can hear me, so like I was saying, we have to list out the unique variables. And how do I know which of the variables to list out? So if you look at the question, the first mentioned criteria is the one you are to list out its unique values. That is the sales channel. The second one, we are going to pick it from the data set. So to do that, we have to go back to our data and capture everything we have here, just like we have been doing, and then remove a duplicate. So I will just copy and then go back to my dashboard and paste. Then go to data tab, go to data tab, and then remove duplicates. Then click on remove duplicate. But now we have a message here which we should know what it's talking about. Now, because we have some other information around that particular area you want to remove the duplicate from. That is why we are getting this message. So all you need to do is to instruct a set to continue with the correct selection so it doesn't expand the selection, and then click on what? Remove duplicates. So that is because of the header that we have written here. So now we have this as the only unique value under the first criteria range, which is the sales channel. So I have to label here sales channel, sales channel. Then the analysis we are performing is total profit. Total profit. So just to improve the appearance of that, bold it, give it, let's say I'm using this, then switch the text color to white. And then, so this is where we are computing our function. So I'll start with the equal sign as usual, then activate the one with S, just like I've explained before. Now, I want us to look at the syntax very well. The first argument or input is sum range, followed by the criteria range 1 before the criteria 1. So the logic of applying this is quite different from the one we did last time, the one for single criteria analysis. Now, this sum range implies that it must be number data type. What do I mean? So if you look at this question, it says analyze total profit. So analyze total profit per 6 channel, where country is Russia. So which means that 3 variables are involved here. The first variable is the total profit. The second variable is sales channel. And the third variable is country that mentioned this. Now, which of them we are to assign to the sum range argument? The one with number, which means what? The value, the range where we have the value we are aggregating. So for that reason, I have to go back to my data set and then capture the total profit range and then add your comma. Now, the moment we added the comma, you can see that what we have now is what? Criteria range 1, not criteria 1. So which means that the column or the cells range where the criteria 1 value is. So if you look at the question, we are summarizing total profit per 6 channel. So which means that I am to capture 6 channel argument, which is this. That is where the first criteria value is. Then add a comma. Now, the next one is criteria 1. So criteria 1 is the criteria from this particular range you just selected, which we have already mentioned in our dashboard. So all you need, you have to switch back to your dashboard because you have already mentioned it here. So I'm starting with what? This. Because the question says that we should aggregate total profit against what? All the 6 channels. So that is our first criteria for the aggregation or for the summary. Then we put a comma and then we supply criteria range 2. Criteria range 2 is simply the range where the criteria 2 is. And the criteria 2 value is expected to be called from country. So where do you have the Russia? So we have to go back to the data set and capture country argument and then put a comma. Now, criteria 2 is selecting the country, which is Russia here. Now, since Russia is not part of what was listed in our dashboard, then if you are picking it from your data set, you have to pick the first one. If you pick any other Russia, now, for example, let's say we have Russia here. If you pick it here, it will accept this particular value. So we have to start from the very first one in that column. So now we press enter. So this is the output. Then all we need is just to autofill to get value for online as well as the only two unique variable under the first mentioned criteria sales channel. Did you understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
So do you want to try it or I should continue? You take care of that later.
I can try. Let me try it. It's
Okay.
better.
Okay. Okay.
I do it
Right. Since you are
earlier
the
the
only
better.
one here today, try.
All right.
So you have to share your screen if possible. All right. So that is how we can use the Sumifs to answer multiple criteria question or analysis question. So let's see, answer one more question, but this time around I'm going to make it 3 criteria so that you understand the formats. Now, let's assume we are asked Q2. I want to mesh this. Analyze the total profits per item type. And sales channel is online. That is how many criteria? That is 3 criteria. We are summarizing total profits per item type and sales channel is online. That is 2 criteria. So let's make it 3. Let's say comma, where I think we have a, let me go back to the data where units sold is greater than 2,000. Where units sold is greater than 2,000. Where units sold is greater than 2,000. So let's assume we are to answer this question using the same Sumifs. So the difference between this and the first one is the first one was just 2 criteria, while this one is 3 different criteria. So I'll start by listing out the unique variable in the first analysis criteria, which is item type. Item type. So every other criteria will be selected from the data sets, just like we just did now. So I'll go back to my data and capture everything I have here. Control C, and then paste. Remove duplicates by going to data tab. Then select remove duplicates. Then click OK. So we have only the unique item type, and then we are summarizing total profits. Total profits. Just to maintain the same unique appearance. So I'll select this aspect where I have already used that format. Go back to home, then click on Format Painter, and then highlight only the affected section. Now, this is where we are writing our function Sumifs. So sum range, just like I just explained to you, which must be a number data type. Sum range must be a number data type. And if you look at your question, it is the total profits and the unit sold. Okay, I did not even complete it. Where unit sold, so you can correct it. Let me see if I can just, so I will get it clear. Where unit sold is greater than 2,000. Okay, so our sum range is going to be the selection of all values under the total profits. So I'll go back to the data set and then capture everything I have there by selecting the alphabet in order to create room for future entry, like we have explained. Then comma. So the next task is to define the criteria range 1. The criteria range 1, like I've explained before, is the range where you have or where the criteria 1 will be selected from. From the question, we are to summarize total profits per item type. So item type is the first criteria. So we need to capture the entire range. So where you have your item type is column C. So I'll take that and then comma. So the criteria 1 is the selection of the first criteria, which we have listed here. Of course, that is the reason why we capture that range, to show that the criteria will be picked from that range. So I'll click here and then add a comma. Then criteria range 2 is the range of cells where the criteria 2 value is. And if you read the question, the criteria 2 for the summary is sales channel equals to what? Online. So I'll go back to the data set and then capture where I have that online as a range, then comma, then the criteria 2, since online wasn't mentioned over there, the criteria 2 is the selection of the first online in that column, which is this, and then comma, the criteria 3. Criteria 3 is where a value under the unit sold is greater than 2,000. So which means that we are capturing this particular range where a value here, so I'll pick here, is greater than 2,000. So once you have captured the value like this, you will just add a comma, because that particular 2,000 is not mentioned exactly here. So I can't pick it from here. So even I have 2,000, then I can pick it. But since I don't have it, and even couple with the operator greater than, so we have to what? Pass it into our formula by recognizing it with the quotation, either single or double, but I would recommend you use double. Then you now put the what? The greater than operator inside, and then type the 2,000, and then close it with the same quotation. Now, once we have done this, with this, we have observed all the criteria. I want to get a response from you. Did you understand it before I execute it?
Yes, I do. That is 20,000 you are putting there.
Oh, sorry. So 2,000. So if I press enter, you can see this is the total profit generated from baby food, where the sales channel is online, and the units sold is greater than 2,000. So you can now autofill to generate for orders. You can see that this one generated 0, which means that what? One of the criteria wasn't met. That is the meaning, because the 3 criteria must be met before a value can be generated. So can you try it? I think since my network is okay now, you should be able to try it.
Yeah, I am looking for my double quotation on this system. I don't.
Okay, double quotation should be but after letter L for language. After letter L for language, you say column. After column, that should be
Yeah.
but you have to hold down the shift button before you can get the double.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Let me.
You have seen it, right?
No.
Just locate letter L for language after K, then
Mine is single quotation.
single.
Yes.
I doubt it if single will work, but just try your best. Just try it with the single quotation and let's see the outcome. Go ahead and try it. You can share your screen now. I think my network is still. I think Airtel is better.
Can you see my screen?
It's coming up. Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. Um. Okay.
Is you
All
have to
right.
be talking so that I can know what you are doing.
Yeah, I've gotten to where I need to use
Okay. I think I'm seeing it now.
session greater than
Go try and
2,000.
apply it. Just give me 1 minute. I'm coming.
Start with. Starts with.
Okay. You are still on it.
Yes, I am because
It's
I
generating
tried out. Yes, I tried out.
the single quotation, right? It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. Let me see.
Have you been able to trace that? I think
Not.
where you have that single quotation, maybe you have to hold down shift button. It should be able to give you double quote as well.
No, if I that is art. If I hold it, it will give me art.
And
But
then
let me look.
where you are supposed to have the art, the art's supposed to be on 2, letter 2. then you now probably the two button have swapped their function. So
Okay,
what
maybe.
you will
Yeah.
now press.
Okay, so I click on, are you seeing it? Profit,
Yes.
comma, then
Yeah.
I'll go to the item type
Yeah. Okay.
and comma. I'll come back and take one of the item, which is the baby food,
Okay.
comma. I'll go back for range 2, which is you range 2 is unit sold, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the last criteria you are picking now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if that is the last class criteria, that should be unit sold.
Unit
Unit sold.
sold,
The comma,
comma.
then
Then,
the quotation. Try it now.
okay.
Shift good.
Then,
Greater than sign. No, that's
is that,
that's
that's less than,
yeah.
greater than.
Then 2000. Okay, you quote it. No. You have not closed the quotation. You have to close.
Oh,
Yes, you have to close it before you press enter.
okay, I close the quotation. Okay.
Yes, you have to. Good. Then press enter. Perfect.
Okay.
So you have to fill for the rest. All right.
I'm not seeing any, I don't have zero.
Is it the same data we are using? Okay,
Yeah,
data. It's possible that maybe I must have tampered with my data.
okay.
I've been using it for different analysis. Okay,
Wait, let me, because this is, this is sum if with how many criteria?
three criteria. Three criteria
Sum if
with
with
three criteria.
three
So if you
criteria.
want to continue with four criteria, at least you understand the format now.
I need to, okay, I'll go back to the video.
Yes.
It's okay.
We want to do four criteria, five criteria, is that safe format? Provided the
Okay.
first one, which is the sum range, must be number data type. That is why we are selecting the total profit before any other one. That one is like a constant that you must have there.
Okay, at the end of every, okay. This one. All right, I understand. I
All right.
will.
So let's continue because I want to complete. Now, remember that one of the recommendation I gave to us was that it's not enough for you to display your outputs. As an analyst, you need to visualize it. You need to study the report and be able to
Yeah.
deduce the trend, the pattern. So, and for us to easily detect the trend and the pattern, it's recommended we represent this with graph. So highlight the entire area and then go to chart. And then let me use this chart. So with this, I'll be able to know which value of variable is doing better. You can see it now. Cosmetic is doing better, followed by office supplies, and then followed by, there are some that are having almost the same. So just like advice, you can use graph to back up your tabular model for easier interpretation. So that is for the sum ifs. So now let's shift our attention to the second one, which is the count ifs. The count ifs. So this should be, let's say, application of Countifs for data analysis. So the question here, if we are to go back to the data, just like that same question that we answer now, that same question, in fact, we can get it here. That same question here. But the only thing is, instead of us summing, the company want to know, because at times when you perform a summary analysis, you may want to know why is cosmetic doing better. Could it be that it has more entry in that data or what? So the counting analysis will help us to factor that out. So what we are going to do is just to copy this, and then I will just twist it for what I want to achieve. So let me merge the whole of this and paste it here. Okay, let's say Q1. Let's see if I can construct it in a better way. So the question is what? Analyze the total number of transaction per item type where says channel is online. I think it was online we use, and units sold greater than, let me just short, greater than 2,000. So we want to know how many of them. So let me make it look more presentable as well. All right, so since the question is the same, what I will do is just to copy the whole of this section, Control C, and then highlight at least 2 columns and paste it. Then all I will do is to clear off this section, to delete all these values. Then I'm changing this title to total counts. Total counts. So the formula will be Countifs, the one with S as well. If you look at the syntax of the function is criteria range 1, criteria 1. So you can see that it's different from the sum range, sorry, the Sumifs, which mandated us to make sure that the first argument or input must be number type. But in this case, you don't need to observe that. So criteria range 1 is where the range of cells where the criteria 1 value will be called from, which is in our question here, the first criteria that is mentioned is what? Per item type. So which means we have to go back to our data and capture everything here as regard to where our criteria 1 is. So after that, I go back to my data set, my dashboard, to pick the criteria 1 because we have already listed them. So this is criteria 1, then comma, criteria range 2 is the search range where criteria 2 value is. And if you look at the question, the second criteria says where says channel, which means you have to select the entire range of sales channels. So I'll go back to the data and capture everything here, comma. criteria 2 is not mentioned there, so I have to pick the first word online. That is the end of criteria 2. The criteria 3 says where units sold, where units sold is greater than 2,000. They are the transactions you want to count. So criteria range 3 is the selection of where the criteria 3 value is or will be referenced. So I'll click here, then comma, then I have to also quote it the same thing. And then you say greater than 2,000, and then make sure that you close it and then press enter. So you can see that for baby food, there are just 3. So if I double click here, it will autofill. And then you can see that even the counting in my own data complemented what? Why I got 0. So a question will have arisen. Are they being this place that is showing 0 in terms of counting? It shows what? A value instead of 0. So that will have raised a question of that means something was wrong here. But you can see that everything aligned. So like I said, there is need for us to also visualize this and see whether the cosmetic is still going to be leading. So I'll click here also, then go to chart, and then let me use this in order to have a different design. So let me switch to, so let's check if we are still having cosmetic as the highest. In terms of counting, cosmetic is not the highest. So this revealed to us as data analysts that the reason why a cosmetic is having the highest summation of total profit is not by the number of transactions. Probably is going to be the watts or the costs of the item. So is that understood, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can also try it, or have you done that?
I have not.
Okay, so just give it a try. Then after this, we'll round up with the average if. So let's know that we have ended the journey of this. So the next class, we look at more automated functions.
You can stop sharing. Let me share if it's
Yes, just share.
okay. Equals to Countifs. Then criteria 1 is the, let me see, says, no. Can you see my board?
Yes,
Can you see my screen? I
yes,
like
I
total
see
number of
it too.
transactions per item. Okay. Why is total number? I don't know. I'm getting into.
That is why you have to be talking so that I will know which one.
Yeah. Yeah, see. Okay. Um,
I think the one you selected last now is the unit sold. So you just put the quotation. Complete it.
I'm not sure.
I press enter.
Oh, ah, no, 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 no.
Okay, so
Maybe,
let's go back there. Let's take it together now. Let me follow you up.
okay.
Equals to
Count if equals to count is then
criteria range one is the item type. Okay.
item
Comma,
type.
comma.
Yeah,
Criteria
comma.
one, go back to your dashboard. So
Okay. The
we pick this command.
comma,
Criteria range two, that should be
which is
this channel. I think so. Yes, this channel
sys
argument.
channel,
Then comma.
comma,
Then select
offline,
no, okay. We want to go with offline, no problem. Oh yeah, pick.
which
Now I work with online, but it's still okay.
okay,
Comma.
comma,
Then unit sold argument,
units load.
comma.
Okay, comma,
Then quotation greater
okay,
than 2000. Close it. Think it should
station,
work now. 2000. Press enter.
okay,
Perfect. Now autofill for the rest. Perfect. All right. So for counting, how come you are getting 0 for snacks? Was it when you did summation, didn't you got a value for it? Something is wrong. Got a value and it counted 0.
okay,
Okay, yeah, it's possible that did not meet that criteria of greater than 2000. I think you are correct.
okay.
All right, so let's quickly conclude. I think you have gotten it. You cannot share now. Let's take the final one, which is can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. Let me confirm if you can hear me before I proceed, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Let me confirm if you can hear me, so I can round up with the last function under this category.
I can hear you.
Okay. So let's quickly look at the average ifs.
I hear you.
Average ifs. Let's look at the average ifs. Let me merge here together and say application of average ifs for data analysis. Average if for data analysis. So the average if works almost the same way with the sum ifs, where you need to start with number data type. So let's look at our question here. So let's say our question is analyze the total average. Total average per item type. Where sales channel is online as well, and units sold is greater than, or let's say units sold this time around is less than 2,000. So let me also improve the appearance. So I will take this again because the question still align. Control C. Then highlight two column, Control V. Then I'll take this off. Change this to total average. So the formula will be average ifs. Average ifs. So you can see, like I said, in the case of sum, it was sum range. But now it's average range. It must be a number data type. So I'll go back to the data and then take the total profit. Take the total profit range. Then criteria range 1 is where the criteria 1 value is, which is you take this, comma, then you go back to your dashboard and pick the criteria 1. Then criteria range 2 is where the criteria 2 value is, which is from the question, says channel. So I'll go back to the data, capture everything you have under say channel. Then the criteria 2 for this range is the first online, since it's not mentioned in our dashboard, comma, criteria range 2 or 3 rather is where you have the criteria 3 value, which is unit what sold. So I'll take this and then add a comma, the same thing that we did. Then this time around, we are working with what? Less than 2,000. Then I close. So this is the value. This is the total average, where total average for baby food item type, where say channel is online and the unit sold is less than 2,000. We are getting an error here. Let's see what could be the cause. What could have? So I believe that value could not, okay, 0. Okay, yeah, it's 0. So that is why we are getting this. So any questions, sir? So I can also project my visualization. So this time around, I may just choose with this. You can actually use this. The advantage of this is to save space. So let's say in your dashboard, you don't have enough space to create different visualization graph. You can use this bar. So which means that because what we are interested in is how we can easily identify the trend and pattern. So if you look at this this is highest. So cosmetic is still leading in terms of average analysis. Any questions, sir?
Yeah, let me try it. I'm still trying to
Okay.
use the question to understand the various criterions to pick first.
Okay.
Like the question says, analyze the total average item where sales channel.
Is online and
Yeah,
unit sold
so
is less than 2,000.
okay.
Are you on this so
This
that
time the first okay. Okay.
should I come on your screen so that well you are already doing it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's be on my just
Okay,
stop sharing. Let me share.
okay, I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Equals to average is now the first criterion here is total profit.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yes. Total profits.
Comma. Then
Over to your
baby food,
okay.
comma. Item sold, comma. Units, no.
I hope you have not mixed it up.
Uh, okay. Let me try online, comma. Unit sold, comma. And
Quotation.
pardon?
Quotation, the quotation. Since you have picked
Oh, okay. Now the quotation.
quotation,
Okay, let's see.
then the less than sign and 2,000, then complete the quotation and press enter. Let's see. Press.
Ah, I have missed it up.
Okay, so just start again.
Okay.
Averageifs.
The first is the total profit, the first quotation.
Yes, total, good. Then comma. The criteria range one is item type. Make sure you are adding comma once you are done with the first one. You have not added comma. That might be the mistake.
Item type.
Okay, yes, item type.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Yes, I am.
I have
I
seen.
have.
I have.
I have.
Okay, I've seen it. Go ahead. Item type,
Comma.
comma, then go back to your dashboard and
Then the
go to your dashboard and pick the baby food.
and pick the
Yes.
baby food, comma, come back. I pick
The other criteria, that is
online.
sales channel first. You have not taken, have you captured the range of the sales channel before picking the online?
Oh,
You have to capture the range first before you pick the online.
no. Sales channel now,
Yes, yes, sales channel, yes.
comma,
Then pick the first online,
online,
then comma. then
comma,
the unit sold. Before
yeah,
unit sold,
unit sold,
then
comma,
quotation.
station, less than 2,000,
Yeah.
quotation closed.
Press enter.
Yeah,
Okay. So just autofill.
wow,
All right.
a
So
lot of not meeting up.
you did not get it.
And also, are you seeing errors?
I'm not. I'm still on your.
Are you seeing when I autofill,
Hmm.
the errors?
No, I've not seen the problem. Okay. That means something went wrong. I don't think you have this much zero that will have warranted these errors. I'm not sure that you have much zero. How many zero do you have? It's not just one. You have just one zero.
I don't even have zero at all.
Okay, so what you do, that means something went wrong. Something went wrong. So you just have to try it again. Or delete that one and use the last one to autofill. Let's see. Okay,
No, I believe. Okay.
let's go ahead. I wanted to just leave the first one. No, we'll have to use
Okay.
that delete spot. Oh,
The first one is there.
yes, use the first one to autofill. Let me see whether you still
It's the
generate
same thing.
same thing. So you have to do it again. It's possible that one of the criteria was not well computed.
Okay. Equals to average is. The first criterion is total profit,
Yes, yes. Total profit.
comma, comma, item sold,
Yeah.
comma. I think maybe I should go to, all right.
I want to see whether you can get it yourself this time around.
AB food, comma, go back, sales channel, comma, online, comma, unit sold, comma, then less than 2,000, close, enter. It's the same thing.
Okay, so what you do is you try it on another value. Just try it later on another, or you restart the sheet. Then to find out if the error is from that
All right.
black column, you pick another. I think we have a revenue there where you also have a value, so you can
You
try.
can you can later you can send this your exact sheet to me. Let me use it to follow everything to make sure when I go through
Okay, okay.
this exact sheet you're using.
I
Yeah,
will send it.
just
Let me try and send it now.
to, uh,
All right.
so
So,
that later I can do.
yeah. So this actually results to the end of this set of aggregate analysis. Remember what I told us when we started from sum, the one without criteria, then followed by the one with single criteria, and now we are ending it with the one with multiple criteria. So whichever angle analysis question might come that have to do with performing data mining analysis or data exploratory analysis, I believe you should be able to handle them. That is the essence of what we have been doing. And like I told us that day, that you will need these skills mostly for business analytics when you are analyzing business data. These are the often functions they use, because business owners are more interested in knowing the profit generated and all of that. So in our next class, we shall be focusing on different advanced and more automated Excel function for data analysis. So thank you very much, sir. So see us in our next class. But meanwhile, get a different data set, perform more of this, create a dashboard, answer different questions, just like you always do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Good night.
Yes.